so disturbing and unbelievable. I have to play the full video for you to get the full effect of what's going on here. But even more insane is that this is getting nearly zero coverage by the mainstream media. So I'm going to play the video for you, and then I'm going to give you some details that are highly disturbing that nobody in the mainstream media is talking about.
You know, my dad, when I got elected vice president, he said, Joey, Uncle Frank fought in the Battle of the Bulge. He was not feeling very well now, not because of the Battle of the Bulge, but he said, and he won the Purple Heart. And he never received it. He never got it. Do you think you could help him get it? We'll surprise him. So he got him the Purple Heart. He had won it in the Battle of the Bulge. And I remember he came over to the house, and I came out, and he said, present it to him. Okay, we had the family there. I said, Uncle Frank, you won this, and I went to peace. He said, I don't want the damn thing. No, I'm serious. He said, I don't want it. I said, what's the matter, Uncle Frank? You earned it. He said, yeah, but the others died. The others died. I lived. I don't want it.
There are two major problems with this story that the mainstream media is completely ignoring and that are deeply disturbing. One is Joe Biden got elected vice president in 2008. His father passed away in 2002. 6 years prior. So, how does a man that has been dead for 6 years have a conversation with his son 6 years after he died, asking him to give his uncle a Purple Heart? Problem one. Problem two. He goes to his Uncle Frank's house with the Purple Heart and presents him with the Purple Heart. Uncle Frank says, I don't want it. I don't want it. I came back. They didn't. I don't want it. Very touching. However, Uncle Frank had been dead for even longer. Uncle Frank, records show, passed away in 1999, 9 years prior to when Joe Biden is telling this story, 9 years prior to Joe Biden taking his seat as vice president of the United States of America. So, right out of the gate, we know that there are two major flaws and let's call them lies in this story. After he got elected, his dad came to him. Hey, now that you're vice president, can you hook up your Uncle Frank? And he went and hooked up his Uncle Frank. Both were dead. Folks, if this does not trouble you to the core, I don't know what will. Remember the last guy stumbled on one word during a interview, and everyone said he needs to be tested, he needs to be evaluated, call the shrink, call the psychiatrist, call everyone. But with our current sitting president, this is happening on a weekly basis, and the media is completely ignoring it. And one entire group of the population is completely ignoring it because they feel that if they acknowledge it, somehow it means they support the other guy, which it doesn't. That's just lunacy, and that in and of itself is a mental illness.